Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. My name is Jeremy Crosby, Casanova, and this is BBB, Tiffany Schultz. Insert blank here. I don't know. What do you want to call yourself in this? We're talking romance scams. You're the protector of scams?
Educator.
Educator. All right. Well, today romance scams still exist. People are still getting scammed. Lots of money being lost. And it's on some basic principles, safety stuff we talk about that should be red flags for you. So we're going to talk in general here, but to be honest, I mean, people are still falling for this stuff.
February is the month of love, Valentine's Day. You know, people are feeling like, they need somebody, even if you just go out to dinner with, somebody that you really care for. But if you hop online, you really need to be careful because the person on the other end may not exist. And these scams originate on dating sites, online platforms. Scammers create a fake profile that leads the victim to believe that they are really creating a relationship with a real person. However, that person has sometimes taken the profile photos from another source online and made it themselves really attractive to this person that's falling in love with them. So if you're dating somebody online, you've never met them in person, the relationship is moving really fast, you want to be really careful because you could possibly be a victim of a romance scam.
All right, so let's talk about some tips to spot these scams. And I love this first one. Too hot to be true. What do you mean?
That's just it. I had mentioned that they take attractive photos of other people who have real profiles and they make it their own. Really take a self-inventory of what type of person that would be attracted to you and who you would be attracted to. If you're somebody who's, older on the dating scene and somebody is reaching out to you, maybe they're in their 20s and 30s, they're, a few decades younger than you, does that really seem realistic as we go along, with some of these other red flags of a scam?
Too good to be true. That's what I think of when you say that. It's like, too good to be true. You really interested in me? Really? Or do you want, yeah. I'm just going to leave it at that. How about in a hurry to get off the site?
Catfishers, which is what this is called, they are in a hurry to get off the dating platform. They want to move the relationship to other means of communication, whether it be text, email, phone call. They're in a quick hurry to get off that dating site so that their actions can't be tracked.
And moving fast in general really spells scams. I mean, that is kind of the trick of the trade, right? Like they're trying to catch you off guard, move quickly. I'm going to XYZ, and next thing you know, you're paying in gift cards.
They want to gain your trust quickly. They want to play with your emotions. And, real relationships can move fast. However, if this is paired with a number of other red flags that we're talking about here, you could be in a romance scam.
This next one, and if this doesn't stand out from the things you said, but they don't want to meet you.
They never want to meet you.
Not in person? Come on. Are you sure?
They may claim that they want to meet you, but they always have some type of hardship. Maybe they're short on groceries for the week and they ask for $50. And you complied. They were successful, but they really love you. Maybe you're planning on getting married, meeting in person. Maybe the next ask they have is car repairs. They came upon some hard luck. They, need $1,000 in car repairs. Hey, can you share your credit card? Oh, I'm going to come and visit you. That's the next thing. I'll book my airline ticket, but can I have your credit card? And at that point, you've given up your credit card to them. So they've gained your financial information.
Yikes. Another one is just in the straight up communication. There could be some red flags, and we see this time and time again with scammers is poor spelling, poor grammar, using language that they're like, wait, what?
If this person claims to be local or, even if it's a domestic relationship somewhere here in the United States, they have really bad grammar, things don't make sense, maybe there's a very strong accent, it could be an indication that you're talking with a romance scammer.
I don't like it. Don't like it. This one I've heard quite a bit, and it's the hard luck stories. I'm just in such a bad, rough time right now. I really could use some help.
They're playing with your emotions. They are trying to gain your trust. And, why wouldn't you help out somebody that you love? Of course, I'm going to send you those $50 for groceries for the week, or I'm going to help you out with car repairs so that you can get to work. So it's always a hard luck story, or maybe they're in the military and they got called for a deployment. There's always a reason, and it's always very, very emotional.
All right, well, if those don't tip you off how to spot the scam, let's talk about how to protect yourself. So more importantly here, first one just is never send money or personal information. Just don't do it.
If you haven't met this person in person and you really don't know them very well, it's a new relationship, don't send your money, don't send your personal information. Don't give them your credit card to book their own airline ticket. Don't provide them with your address, your social security number, your date of birth, because they are going to use it to scam you down the road in yet another scam.
I like this one. Ask specific questions about the profile. Challenge their profile.
Scammers steal information from legitimate profiles. So if you start questioning some of the things that they have put in their profile and they really can't answer you about what they put in their profile, it could be the red flag that something's wrong.
Absolutely. Also, do your research. And all honestly, I mean, when you're getting into the dating scene and going on, choosing the right platform should be like number one. So you know that you're in a legit area, because there are plenty out there that are doing this, but how do you know it's legit?
There's so many different dating platforms out there. You can head on over to bbb.org. You can check them out there, check ratings, reviews, complaints, even do an internet search on the dating platform. There's all types of apps that are now popping up. Scammers take advantage of new technology, so you want to know what you're working with. And once you gain the name of this individual, which is probably going to happen pretty quick in the relationship, do your homework on that person too. Google their name, see what pops up. If you do find something of a name that it's probably going to be fictitious, but if it's somewhere overseas, it's a pretty good idea that you should exit the relationship.
Yeah, no, great information, and it's really sad. I mean, we may have some fun here today on spotting these things and setting aside, but people can be lonely, and it's, again, these scams work to the benefit of finding those areas of trying to make you happy, but they're working you.
They're playing with your emotions, and if you know somebody, a friend or a family member, maybe they seem unusually happy and they're in a brand new relationship, start asking some questions. Where did you meet this person? Where do they live? Have you met them in person? Really kind of get a feel. And if something's wrong, report it. You can report it to us at bbb.org. You can head on over to law enforcement. They can help you out too. So really pay attention to the friends and family that are around you.
Yeah, and don't just think that this is just one time a year either. I mean, it's as you've always told us, it's the time of the season plays into what you're going to see for scams. So you're going to see a high amount now, but this plays out all year long.
Right, and it does take some time for the relationship to develop too. Yeah. So just because it's February doesn't mean that this is going to be something.
This doesn't count. This is in March, April, May. It can't be a romance scam now.
Right. Maybe this individual has been so-called dating this person for a number of months, and it's finally become more public. So you really have to pay attention year-round if you're on the dating scene, or if you're just a friend or a family member of a loved one who's trying to find love for themselves.
Well, I hope you find love out there. I hope you do it safely. And if you even have a question about is it a scam or not, go to BBB. You got everything.
bbb.org.
All right. Thank you so much, Tiffany. Happy Valentine's Day.
Thanks for having me.